want to say something about Hellebuyck. Do you know that he's made more saves than any other goaltender? Here he is here. Made more saves than any other goaltender in the National Hockey League, more than Anderson. Can you believe it? Like, this guy is unbelievable. 960, I think, in the last 3 games. He's holding them in there. He got bombed the other night, but he has been terrific.
He came in relief. It was actually Boursois.
Anyhow, don't confuse the issue. He's 960 right now, and he's had more shots than anybody. Just thought I'd get this in. Now.
Take your time, yes, please.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I know everybody's concerned about the Leafs. It's good right now. They're having a tough time. Rough time. We'll tell it right now. Now, you cannot go through the season like they were going through the season, having 45 shots and 25 and having 25, and Anderson's a first star all the time. You can't go through it. Listen, I know what it's like. When I was with the Boston Bruins, we were 17-2. We were first place, rolling along, playing stupid hockey, but still winning. I had a meeting with the guys, and they thought, oh, well, 17-2. Trying to get through to anybody, it's like the Leafs they were before. And I remember going up to Cheevers, just thought of it, and he's caping a stick, and I said, Jerry, listen, nobody listens to you when you're 17-2. He says, what? Anyhow, I told you that story before. Anyhow, this is good for him. It'll teach them a little toughness going in the playoffs, because if they get against the Bruins, they've got to be a lot tougher. They know they can't diss Anderson all the time. You can't, and we pulled out of it, by the way. We went in the finals. We won 5 games in the next week, 5 weeks. We won 5 games, but we pulled out of it. This will toughen them up. I know the people of Toronto and everybody around it says, this will toughen them up.
But, Don, the talk all week, not to bait you here with something gossipy, but obviously when Mike Babcock says we don't have enough depth, I said, well, when you had Harry Sinden, you used to tell Harry, it's us against the world in the dressing room, Harry. You're going to look bad. Jacobs is going to look bad. Everybody's got to look bad.
No, I didn't tell him. I just did it. And what we did was it's the exact opposite what Babcock wants. He wants more players. I wanted less. We had Dougie Gibson. I'll never forget. He was MVP, scoring championship. I didn't bring him up because when a guy would get hurt, I would play short to save the guy's job, and the players loved it. It's the same thing as trying to save your job sometime. You know what I mean?
You've done times. I was never so good as when I wasn't. Like Jake Gardner, right? Bobby Orr all of a sudden. All right, but I'm back to bed. Now, the OHL Cup Monday, the top minor midgets in Ontario and from the United States, the vicinity. Shane Wright's the #1 guy. He's been given special exemption, scores a goal here. Don Mills playing the Toronto Red Wings. This goal here by their captain, Francesco Pinelli of the Wings, makes it 3-1. This goal by Chandler Romeo, 4-1.
Yes, and he would, go ahead.
Major upset in the making, right? Then Moskowitz scores from Francesco Akiri, Edward Moskowitz. Then Brennan Othman, who you love. Now, here's Adam Fantilli, who you also love, 15 years old. 5-4. Looks like Toronto's going to defeat Don Mills, but Alex Christopoulos, him and his brother, great. 5-5. And then up to Shane Wright, and he gets it again to Brendan Othman. Those two are dynamite. 6-5 overtime victory in one of the greatest games you'll ever see. The head coach is Mark Slauson, head coach of the Red Wings, Angelo Catanero. Your 2 teams put on a show, and Don, there I am watching you present the OHL Cup Monday at the Mattamy Center. What a night.
It was a night, boy, and that was run professional. And there's the 2 teams. There's a winning team there, the Flyers right there. Beautiful. That's you on the left. And then I have to say, and Red Wings, they put up a real fight. I'll tell you, boy, put a great game in. It was a packed house. And it was a great game. You're going to see the Stars that you'll be telling me about in a few years.
Also want to congratulate Chris Gratton, coaching the Hamilton Junior Minor Bantams. They're called the Bulldogs. They beat Oakville, where I live now. They upset them in the OMHA. It's shocking, but Chris, congrats to you. Okay.
And another thing, too, I have to congratulate Steve Sells and the coaches and the general manager and everybody with the Hamilton Bulldogs that they flew back today for the funeral for Harry Howell, and then they're flying back to Ottawa. They're down 1-0. That's pretty good in the middle of the playoffs to do something like that. And they have a scholarship for Harry, too, which is great.
Reilly Smith, what a week for him in Vegas.
Watch this here. He got three goals and 5 assists in 3 games. We have to put guys like that in. I remember he played for, who did he play for? I forget. He played the GTHL. He had 80 goals. I think he had 157 points. And he is a dandy. How they ever got this guy? I mean, how could you not keep this guy and put him up for these guys? And everybody wonders why Las Vegas is doing so well. Beside Fleury, look at this guy. He is a beauty. I'll tell you, 100 forget how 157 points. Anyhow, all right, who else?
And William Karlsson going and Marcia Show going, that line going, and obviously Stone since he come over from Ottawa. This is Kuznetsov doing your favorite.
Now watch the jerk here now after he scores a goal. This is a very important game right here. This is like the two best teams right here. Now he does a jerk thing like this. Now watch the overtime goal Hegman gets like he do. We'll show it again because we show this here on Hockey Night in Canada because we think it's nice. Now he misses here. He's deep in the end. Watch Hegman get the goal. Remember, kids, Hockey Night in Canada, karma, hockey, they always come back. He's not even in the thing. He is a jerk. And he inspires the other team. And remember, kids, never inspire the other team.
Here's Zach Cassian, who you love, from Connor McDavid and many more.
And here he takes on Pat Maroon, and he fights, and he watch the guys bang their sticks. And pretty good. He's a left-hander, though. Jeez, I hated those left-handers. I'd fight a left-hander, and I'd grab a hold. Anyhow, he gets a goal here, and watch McDavid. Is he something? Watch him the last goal. He sets it up. He points to the guy. Now watch this here. Watch McDavid. Come on, come on. Just puts it over. This little saucer pass. I'll tell you something. McDavid, best player in the league.
I got a treat for you. Ron Burgundy in Los Angeles this week. San Jose versus the Kings.
San Jose Sharks have never won a Stanley Cup.
Could you say that one more time?
Oh, shot on goal. Walker. Kid out of Ontario, right? He's got to be out of Ontario. Icing. San Jose iced it.
And where do you think you rank among them in terms of the South?
I am very much in their shadow. These are all legends.
Yeah.
Of course, I think you gotta throw in Don Cherry up there.
Yeah.
Hockey Night.
Awful quiet after those two guys.
What a great thing.
Anyhow, it's very good of him and very, very astute. He knows what's
Yes,
going
he
on in
does.
hockey. Yes.
Burgundy adds grapes to the vote. Some will yay, some will no. In the Coach's Corner on Hockey Night in Canada.